Hello. If you're watching this video, it's probably because one of your friends suggested that you check out our learning journey called Living into the Design Pathway and invited you to join Earth Regenerators. My name's Joe Brewer and I'm the founder. I'm the person who started all of this by inviting people to join a study group to read chapters of my book about how to design for the regeneration of the earth. And we've evolved into a lot more than a study group since that time, about 2 years ago. And so what I'd love to do is just share with you a little bit about what this community is and what kind of people are gathering in it and what we hope to do together. So we are people from all over the planet who understand that something's seriously wrong with the global economy, that the direction that humanity is going is putting us in danger, that we need to significantly and profoundly change how humans relate to the rest of the natural world, or else we're in serious danger. And we're already causing a lot of problems with climate change and with the loss of biodiversity and creating pollution, and inequality and political corruption and violence, and trauma of many kinds. There's just a lot of difficult stuff that's going on. And one thing that gathers us here is the people in this community would like to make changes in our personal lives to help address this big, messy mix of challenges. And many of us come here feeling like we've been struggling in isolation and alone, and we don't have other people to talk to about the real state of the world, and we don't have social supports for helping us to make decisions like, if you're a young person, where should I go to college, or should I go to college? If you're an older person, you might say, well, maybe I should sell my house and move and be involved in ecosystem restoration or learn permaculture or something like this. It's some kind of deeper change to find a closer relationship with the rest of the natural world. There are a lot of people that find themselves in these cruxes, these moments where they know that they need to make change, but they don't really know who to talk to about it, and they don't know how to go about doing it. Or maybe they do know how to go about doing it, but they're not really in a position to do so because they have commitments to their family, or they're in debt, or they have medical problems, and they're worried about leaving the society that they're in and going someplace new and different. So what's happened here at Earth Regenerators is people have begun gathering to learn, what can we do? How can we change our lives? They've come to find community and find connection and friendship and support, to have these sometimes difficult and sometimes painful, sometimes embarrassing, sometimes challenging. These conversations sometimes are not very easy. And they're looking for someone that they can trust, someone they can open their hearts to and share what they're really feeling and what's really going on. And so what we do in these learning journeys is we provide a space where for 2 months, for 8 consecutive weeks, we hold a weekly webinar, and then we have space for community Zoom calls where we can get into small groups and talk with each other about how to go about making changes in our lives and how to address the planetary scale crisis that, quite frankly, is overwhelming and scary a lot of the time. And as we do this, we form friendships. We fall in love with people. We discover that there are people who think about and see the world the way we do. And we discover there's a lot that can be done. And we learn in detail, with clarity, who the people are that are doing these things, and we become friends with them so that we can actually join them in doing it. Or we can invite them to join us if we're doing it, and build community in this way. And so I hope you'll consider coming and joining this learning journey and finding other like-minded people to help you along the way, who you may turn out to be exactly what they need in their struggles as they're trying to make very similar choices. So that's what these learning journeys are about. That's what Earth Regenerators has gathered to do. And we currently have more than 3,000 members, and it's growing all the time. It's completely free to join this community. It's open access, meaning anyone who shares this vision can join us. And we try to be as inviting and welcoming as we can to everyone who arrives. So I hope you'll join us for this next learning journey, which is scheduled to begin in late December. And just come to the Earth Regenerators community, become a member, and start getting to know who's here. I think you'll be glad you did. And of course, at any time, you can reach out to me personally, and I'll be happy to talk with you as well. Thank you very much, and I really do hope you'll join us.